Yeah. 42 Sholdreds. So what I'm looking at the list now because I want to make sure. I don't think it was it wasn't 4 Sholdreds. It was like, this is a list from Magic Cup Amsterdam. So there was a 76 player tournament here, and this list got top 8. Yeah, it's 2 Sholdred. That's what I thought. I don't think it's even 4 Sholdred. So what did it not? It didn't include something in my list. Obviously, I'm missing 4 cards here. So what did this piece of shit, client cut off? It just cut something off the list. Job, how you doing, buddy? Oh no, don't worry. I was gone for the weekend.
Rex gifted Zompops a subscription.
What? Charlie with the gifted sub. Come on.
Tier 1 sub to Zompops.
Charlie, not necessary, but thank you. Charlie, you're a legend. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. I'm going a little bit early today, yeah, because I won't be able to go as late, so I'm going to go 5 or 6 hours and we'll jam. Checked it on Arena, it works? Okay, nice. Burn the wildcards crafting that playset of Shelly's 42 wildcards. It would probably let me do it too, wouldn't it? Hold on. Now I've got to figure out, so how many lands do we have here? 26? Okay, so the lands are good. I have to figure out what it cut off. 4 Corpse Appraiser, 2 Big Score, 2 Shelly, 2 Path, 4 Bat, Triumph, Reach, Cut Down, Explosive, Hidetsugu, Go for the Throat, Path of Peril, Children's Edict, 3 Steps Ahead. Oh, Push-Pull. Oh, did it screw up the push-pull? Maybe that's what it couldn't do. It's this. So this was one of the new additions. This is why I want to go back and revisit this deck. Nobody's really messed with it since before Karlov Manor came out. But this actually is pretty sweet in the deck. I mean, putting a Hidetsugu into play, or even 2 Hidetsugus, and then one of them legend rules, but you still get both triggers. If you can just find an Explosive Singularity in the top 6 cards, or already in your hand, you should be able to either just win immediately or on end step when they get sacrificed, right? Assuming you only pull 1. So that was the big addition to the deck. And it's, obviously it's also a fine 2-mana removal spell. Kind of shitty at sorcery speed, but the fact that it's a combo card on the backside has my interest peaked, as it were. So, we're going to be giving this a shot. I'm going to do a little deck review here before we start. But before we do that, let me catch up, make sure I didn't miss anything. We're going to record this for YouTube, by the way. Hype Train. Oh, we're 93% to a Hype Train. Holy cow. Who's going to be the hype conductor and take this train out of the station? I didn't watch any, Jub. Nope. I wanted to see some of it, but to be honest, I wasn't that interested. Even before the deck lists got released. I said on the podcast, I think Nadu is going to be everywhere. The 1 week leading up to 1.5 weeks of results of little MTGO challenges and stuff leading up to the Pro Tour. Nadu was something like 12% of the metagame already, by far the biggest, chunk of the modern metagame on MTGO. Okay, you know what? And then Zombops pays it forward. Thank you guys. We got the hype train. There it is. X-River, say thanks if you're in here to Zompops for his generosity. Zompops, you're a king among kings. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you. Pappy, how you doing, buddy? Thank you. Yes. Oh, come on. I'm sure you guys didn't even think about me when I was gone. No, thank you for saying that. That means a lot. I was just saying right at the start of the stream, I kind of miss all the people in here that I interact with every day. You know what I mean? Oh, yes. The wing jab was Huele? Okay, thank you, Charlie. I just saw that. I didn't even look at that. We've got to reset the wings. I'm such an idiot here. Okay, so yeah, Huele with 77k. There we go. Okay, so let me just change that. We're gonna reset the entire wing leaderboard. There it is. What? Stop it! Pappy with the 5-month sub? Get the hell out of here. You serious? Dude, thank you so much. What is with everybody being so generous today? It's amazing. Thank you. I appreciate all of it. Yeah, let's get through this summer. I've got a lot of stuff coming up. We've got some collaborations. I'm going to be playing Chained Together. I don't know if you guys have seen this game. It looks hilarious. I was supposed to play it this morning. I was going to start this stream a little bit early and play that with some other streamers, and they flaked out on me. They are not actually full-time streamers. One of them is, I think, but he had an emergency, and then the rest of them were just like, oh, I've got dad duty, and this. I'm like, wait, what the fuck? I'm like, I thought this was for game. I thought we were all never mind. And I was just like, I can't do this. So now I need to find some people to play with, but that is coming up. Okay, guys. Are you kidding me right now? Pay it forward by saying thank you, Zompops. Come on, guys. Enough.
1 subs.
I'm gonna be
You
like
rock.
Reed Duke at the Pro Tour. Oh, no, it's not true. I mean, that's awesome to see. You know, I haven't been able to call. We were talking about this on the Discord, but all jokes aside and stuff, that was awesome to see. Like the honor to Kai and everything. Okay, guys, Jesus Christ, what massive hype!
Superman 09 gifted Shark 77 subscription.
Holy crap!
You see Superman 09 gifted a tier 1
Thank
sub
you,
to Jump 77.
Superman. Not
They
only the
have given
1 year of
4 gift
support,
subs in
the
the channel.
gifted sub. Superman, may kryptonite never find you. Is that, maybe that's not nice to say to Superman, I don't know. It is, I'm wishing him well, you know. Okay, sorry. Thank you guys for the support. It's actually amazing. Oh, Pappy, no, that's not true. But I missed hanging out. You know, it's funny. I'm at my parents' place and I'm kind of like, you know, sitting there. You know, we're not always doing something. We're kind of just relaxing in the living room, or you know, some people upstairs, downstairs. And I'm on my phone and I'm talking to some people on Discord and I'm like, man, I want to stream. I want to like talk to these people right now and actually like talk to them, not just through messages. And when that realization strikes you and you're kind of like, weird. Why do yeah, it's weird. They are my friends though. You are my friends. I don't have many friends here. You know that. I've talked about, I moved to Vancouver in the middle of the pandemic. I never grew up here. So it means a lot. Thank you. Okay, so let's put aside that nonsense and let's get down to business. Oh, one more thing though. Hold on. We've got to change the wing champ here. We've got huh? Ah, there it is. Okay. We've got the wing champ for June 2024 is Huele Geboren. There we go. Our new wing champ. Excellent. All right. Okay, let me catch up with you guys. Last check, and then we're going to do this YouTube video real quick, and then we'll turn on the intro music and all that other stuff. Waft Turtle, hey, buddy. Was the PTQ? Yeah, I heard Kai won a PTQ. Maybe. Well, you know what, Jub? I think it's because Ruby Storm ended up being a very poor choice. A lot of people knew Ruby Storm was a deck, and that's the kind of deck that lives or dies based on how many sideboard hate cards people are bringing against you. And with a lot of people bringing sideboard hate cards and being prepared for Storm, it's a very linear deck. It's not hard to hate out the Storm deck. So John Finkel, LSV, Kai, a bunch of the Team Channel Fireball guys were on that deck, and they all did very badly. I think the overall record for Ruby Storm was something like 30-something% win rate, which is pathetically low. 30-something for that tournament. So yeah, that's what happened there, I'm pretty sure. But I don't know if Kai switched decks and played. I don't even know if it was a modern PTQ that he won. It could have been a different format. I didn't go that deep on it, but yeah, that was super. Yeah, and well deserved, right? Or you were talking about Kai though, yeah. Yeah, the vacation was great. Yeah, it got hosed. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the Peyton. Yeah, exactly. That kind of stuff. I mean, when you look at Kai's record, I don't even think Peyton Manning really is the best example there. There's better examples. I think actually, and I'm not just saying this because I'm Canadian, but I think Wayne Gretzky is probably a better example. Or I don't know if baseball has like somebody, you know, like most of the legends like Mickey Mantle and whatever, Babe Ruth, you know, their home run records have been passed and everything. But like Wayne Gretzky is one of those athletes that's so far beyond, like he's got the most points ever. And the next 5 players put together don't even have as many points as he did. Like that's how fucking crazy his, you know, legacy is or whatever. Maybe MJ, like Michael Jordan or somebody, but I don't even know if that's accurate. But something like that, but even more. Like Gretzky's really the only one that was so far beyond, still, decades after he retired, still, all of his records almost holding up, you know? That's Kai. When you heard Huey talk about all the 7 Pro Tour wins in like 3.5 years, wins? And like 8 GP wins and it's stuff, it's that kind of thing that you go like, the only, like, nobody else is even close, not even close to that. I mean, Finkel is really good, and a lot of players, I think Finkel is the player's player. Like, if you ask any of the other Magic pros who the best player they've ever played against is, they don't say Kai, they say Finkel. But in terms of the records, like you heard him listing those records, and I know how amazing he is, but hearing it again, you're just like, yeah, what the fuck? That is never going to be duplicated ever. Like it's, I don't know. I would just assume that somebody was cheating if they had that kind of record, right? Yeah, batshit. Colin, what's up? No, not the First Descendant. Dude, we're going to be playing Chained Together soon. I've got Chained Together. I've got Enshrouded I want to get into. I'm trying to get some people together to play that. Anyway, but I got to record this for YouTube. So let's do I don't know if I could do an event with this deck, actually. Let me just check real quick. Darn. Can I do an event? How much is the... Tradish standard? Oh, it's 5k gold. So we'll play a few ladder matches maybe. Okay, so let's just jam some matches first, get the gold that we need to enter the event. I'm back down in gold, baby. Speaking of gold, I need that gold. Let's go. Grixis Singularity 2.0. Let's get the bets up here. I know most of you don't have wings. Okay, will we win this match? Get your bets in. I'm gonna bet yes, and I'm gonna give all of you 1,000 here. Everybody in the channel right now gets 1,000 wings. Merry Christmas.
I am a generous god.
Okay, here we go. God, it's been a while since I got to play with Spire Bluff. Happy I've got that card in a deck again. I keep? Let's try this. So the idea behind this deck, of course, is to get a Hidetsugu into play and then have it die, preferably when you choose, at a time of your choosing. And then have a singularity on top to kill them. Cadillac, how you doing? Finkel only has 3 PT wins, yeah. Or is it PT wins? He's got a million top 8s or whatever, but is it only 3 wins? I don't know. Yeah, maybe. How come? Oh, start of the new month, Cadillac. Yeah, everybody starts from on the same playing field. Okay, there's no seniority here. Fuck that. I think all my American friends can agree we should have term limits on the wings. Okay, we don't let somebody just hang around way past the time they're due. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna pass. Oh, you were joking? Okay. The wing, oh, the clipped, I got it. Yeah. But no, people ask me all the time, so I have to take that seriously. I thought maybe you didn't realize the wings all go away. Wolf, how you doing? Wolf, you might not have the wings. Oh, you have 0. Here, Wolf, you must have just gotten here. Because I just gave everybody 1,000 wings. There you go. Yeah, okay. You got me. A little Esper mid-range. My turn? Yes. Not gonna use a removal spell here because all of my removal is 2 mana. If I just wait till 4 mana, then I can double spell. If they... That's fine. Kind of just want a Path of Peril here, but... Yeah, I'm gonna take it. Should I Edict here? Edict is better against Rafine. I'm just gonna do this. We'll pay the 3 life. I don't give a shit. If I Path of Peril, they're gonna have Make Disappear or something, right? The new, No More Lies, not Make Disappear. The counter spell. You know what I mean. Ooh, hi. Pass. Let him go to attacks here first. Okay. Don't think they're gonna fight over this. What a shit show off, Turtle. Yeah, very depressing. I mean, it's bad enough, the debate thing and how both of these idiots, like, this is the best that this country can offer, that this prominent country, arguably one of the most powerful countries in the world, can offer. Like it's a shit show to put it. It's an understatement. But also the Supreme Court. Wow, I don't know what's worse. I think the Supreme Court rulings have been far worse than anything that, you know, well, one of those contenders for the presidency has ever said. It's bananas. Actually, it's actually insane. Anyway, let's not talk about that. I'm sure a lot of people are very feeling shitty about that. I mean, if you want, we can discuss it, but I think we all just go out and fucking vote. Please vote, and vote people who are gonna do things in your best interests, not people who are gonna drag the country back into the 18th century or whatever. Okay, so let's edict here, I think. See what happens. Hey, choo choo. Give me that emotes clutch. Oh yeah, give me that. Oh nice. That is sweet actually. I've never seen that one. Okay. Ooh, 3 steps not bad here. We jam this as a land. We're getting very close to 2 target creature cards from a single graveyard onto the battlefield under my control, huh? Let's pass. We've got the 3 steps up. I don't have much to do with this except draw cards, but that's not bad. If I discard a Hidetsugu, we might be able to push-pull, put Hidetsugu into play, put the Breach on top, and then, Huh. Yeah, I'm gonna let that resolve. I'm gonna let that resolve. They don't know I have these two. Interesting. Okay. That's it? Okay, so that's not so bad, actually. If that's the best they can do, then, I mean, I'm just threatening to breach here, so... Wow, they just tap out for me. That's wild. I guess so. Cut down's useless. Yeah, well, if I guess they have no idea what I'm doing, but they should be... Like, Grixis? You've got to expect something here. Something big, but no, they just let me have it. So let me see if I can find an untapped land here. Ooh. Wow. So I could put Hidetsugu on top. Or sorry, I could discard Hidetsugu here, untap, push, pull. I only have the 1 creature. Put the Breach on top, then Hidetsugu dies, I get to Breach. Yeah, let's ditch Hidetsugu here. Okay. Yeah, didn't draw a land, so I can't breach here. Let's do this. There's the land. So let's put land, it doesn't really matter. Let's put this and breach on top. And breach first. Okay, we swing, we play land, we pass. And then this guy dies. We reveal breach. We cast breach for free. They take 7. Ooh. I'll get, duelist. I'll get bat. And another Hidetsugu's not bad. Let's get another Hidetsugu here. Triggers, baby. Let's look at their hand first. Oh yeah, you don't get to have that. No. Oh, that is ass. Damn it. Okay, so let's put this back on top. Doesn't really matter. Okay, quite the turn there. Now well, I'm threatening lethal with push-pull, right? They don't have a counter spell here. So I just have to push, like, Raffine. I could even push Dennick, or pull Dennick here. But that won't actually change anything. Yeah, sacrifice. I know they have a Ganjo. I'm just gonna take it. So they have one unknown card in their hand. Okay. Huh. So I can push, pull. Singularities in the yard. This is tricky. Sorry, I'm gonna catch up with the chat in a second here. Let me just try and figure out how to play this deck again. Push pull is so weird. So pull, Raffine. I just can't kill their Raffine here. Wow, that's crazy. Six. Oh man, push pull. Bring back Denick and Raffine. Swing with the team. I'm gonna go for it. Or it could be Duelist, but let's do this. Could bat right now. Yeah, let's draw some cards here. I could have put it on Raffine. They would have not been able to... Oh, cut down. Can't quite do it here. Could ditch cut down. Xander's Lounge. This only gives it plus... Discard 2 spells and give it +2, I think is better. Okay. That puts him in a little bit of a rough spot because the life buff from the Denick should be pretty good here. If they activate that creature land to attack, I can block with Bat, and then they get their Aclazotz back, but they won't be able to cast it next turn. Okay, gonna catch up with you guys. Sorry. The hype train rotation is close soon. Yeah, soon Standard rotates. It's gonna be the end of July, so basically, yeah, a few weeks. Yeah, I know, Jub. Yeah, absolutely. There's so much shit that comes out constantly for this game. It doesn't even, doesn't make sense. Okay, I get to see their last card. It's product fatigue. You just can't keep up with it. Okay, it's a land. Nice. Those guys die. Okay. Push pull, baby. So, big score is good. I've got to make sure it resolves. They top deck here, but the Raffine attack means, yeah, they are going to gain some life. I can Path of Peril. Oh, no, I discarded Path of Peril. What am I saying? Let's see. I mean, they want Aclazotz back here. But they discard lands, so Raffine doesn't even grow. I think I'm just going to take 2 from Raffine and chump the 4/4 here. And they can do whatever they want. Yep. Okay. Big score should be pretty good here. Okay, they get Aclazotz back. They can play the Agancho and cast Aclaz. No, they don't have double black. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, did they mess that up? Maybe not. Okay. That's pretty good, though. Think I can just about kill them here. I think I'm going to draw a couple cards first. Keep the untapped land. Come on, man. Really? Wow, that is... Those are rough draws. So how do we do this? If I swing, I could kill Raffine here, swing with Hidetsugu Kairi. If I have a spell on top that costs 4 or more, I kill them. An instant or sorcery that costs 4 or more. So I have 2 push-pull, a breach, and an explosive. That's 4 cards. That's about 16% to hit. Oh, and 2... No, Shoulder I can't cast. Is it... Oh, no, it loses... Okay, so I have a bunch of outs here. My opponent chirping. Yeah. Well, we drew pretty badly off the... off that big score, unfortunately. And it's a land. Ouch. Ouch. Okay, that's 9. Let's go to game 2. Well, you gotta draw well if you're drawing that many cards, and I drew a lot of lands there, unfortunately. That's how it goes. Long Goodbye should be pretty good here. Could even bring in Deadly Cover-Up, actually. That's nice. They're gonna have, I don't need to combo off here. Breach is already enough, and I think they are going to have enough creatures to warrant Deadly Cover-Up here. It's either that or Phyrexian Fleshgorge. Oh, and Lithomantic Barrage, of course, has to come in. This is actually going to be pretty good as well against them, because their only removal is usually Go for the Throat. And they will be not expecting something like this. I might be able to just swing a race easily in my favor. What do you think? X, what's up? Timing a commercial? Sorry, dude. Just missed mode important turns? I mean, the only way to get around that is to sub, and I hate saying that. It feels shitty. I wish it wasn't like that, but that's it. That's how it works on Twitch. I wish it was like YouTube. You should be able to just skip the ads, you know, after 5 seconds, but Amazon, you know. Prime sub, yeah. Oh, Turbo's another thing. I don't know much about Turbo, but I think that also somehow supports the channel as well, if you want. But anyway, whatever. Jiggly, how you doing? Sorry. Long time no see. How's life? I just got back. I haven't streamed for like 4 days or something. It was a long weekend here. You know. What did you get up to? Anything special? Not sure if I want to bring in Fleshgorger. Path of Peril, 3 steps. 3 steps is another one that's kind of meh. I'm gonna bring in Deadly Cover-Up. Shouldered's amazing. The removal's amazing. Bat's good. Wrath good. I think Corpse Appraiser's good. Maybe I take out Breach. Yeah, maybe I'll take out Breach. Bring in this. Bring in this. Let's try that. Hidetsugu not so great now that I took out all my big spells, but you guys do have Turbo. Thorand. Oh, interesting. Turbo gives creators... Oh, I see. Oh, that's how it works. Yeah, I don't know what the share is. I think they sent me an email and I was like, yeah, whatever. I don't care. I literally, I'm probably a really weird streamer. I don't look at analytics. They send me an email every day talking about, you know, this is how many views and blah, blah, blah. I only look at it if it was like a crazy day and I'm like, what did we peak at? Holy shit, you know, and I'll post it on the Discord sometimes. But other than that, I think it's a bad idea to focus too much on that. But God, people do, you know, and it's like, the clickbaity shit, and then you start going down this whole rabbit hole of like how clickbaity and hot takes and shit do I want to be, you know? Is it about the clicks or is it actually about the content, right? All right, I think I'm gonna keep this. This is a little bit of a risky one, but I like lands. We're gonna have to get to the point where we can double spell against them, whether it's on turn 4 with 2 mana removal spells, or like, you know, 2 mana removal plus leave up mana for No More Lies, or something like that. Used already, yeah. No, don't worry about it. Anyway, hopefully you're well, everybody out there. Yeah, it was a long weekend up here in Canada, and lots of stuff happened. We had the Pro Tour happen over the weekend, which was pretty awesome. There was a disqualification happened at the Pro Tour. I don't know how many people know about that or what happened, but it was kind of crazy. But apparently the person's been penalized for cheating before, so one of those situations. Playing a lot of Historic Brawl, nice. Yeah. No, I'm glad it exists and people enjoy playing it, but yeah, I'm not too interested in Brawl. But I was playing a format that we tried to make called PDH. Well, it exists in real life, but not on Arena. But we were trying to bring it to Arena, which is Pauper EDH, which is, you know, essentially EDH, but your general. It's Historic Brawl, but your commander has to be an uncommon legendary creature. Oh, this is brutal. Okay, well, drawing 2 more lands on top of what I already had in my hand was a little subpar here. I'm not going to Corpse of Praise for no value, so I think I'm just going to cycle this land. Apparently they don't have... Oh, are they going to Tidebinder this? That'd be great. If they don't have Rafine here, I'm happy, so that's excellent. Okay, so now we need to find a window to resolve the Flesh Gorger. So let's just pass to them. Let them bite first here. Yeah, they're gonna go for... Sure. Now I'm gonna kill... No, let's let this happen. Sure. Saving this for Rafine here, I think. There's only 1 card in my hand they don't know about, so they have no reason to hold this back. And of course, that's the best target for this. Now I can just untap and Path of Peril, right? Nice. Corpse Praiser's great here now as well. I could even Deadly Cover Up, but I can't rip Rafine out of their deck just yet. Okay. Yeah. Let's jam the Cover Up and pass. See what they do. We've got another one in hand they don't know about, and now I can strip one of their cards out of their deck. I've become a big fan of mono blue commanders. Oh, nice. That's what I play in actual commander. My one actual commander deck is mono blue. I'm gonna go for Corpse Appraiser here. They can't No More Lies it, so go nuts. Can't destroke it, can't negate it. It's got to be 3 steps or something. Let's take Rafine. And Corpse Appraiser used to be a big part, a core of the best deck in Standard for years. Got 6 mana here. I kind of like Push Pull. I think I'll take that. And no need to play into No More Lies here, so let's just pass. This card is nuts for an uncommon, right? It's been so long since I played with this card, but it fills your graveyard, which is insane for push-pull. As well as eats the opponent's graveyard. It's passive graveyard hate. As well as card, you know, it just replaces itself immediately from the top 3, which is awesome. Land, spells, you can take anything. It's been a long time since I played with Corpse Appraiser. Indeed. No blocks. What to do? I've got push-pull. I could take Duelist Bat. I want a Rafine, but I took the Rafine out of their graveyard, right? Oops. Okay. Yeah, let's strip the Rafines. That's probably for the best. No more. Oh, there was 1 in their hand. Oof. Oof. Yeesh. Oh, did I miss one? Huh? Oh, no, I got them all. Okay. They just didn't show up. Yeesh. Marchesa? I don't know. Is she 3 mana? Is she... What is... I don't even remember what Marchesa does. Is it... Marchesa. In Standard? The only... which one are you referring to? Not the Black Rose. That's the one from Conspiracy. That was the first Marchesa. Dealer of Death? Is it that one? Hold on. They say good game. Good game. Yeah. I think they're mad because I'm going slow. They seem like they're no time to waste, you know? Is that the one? Yeah, they just scooped the match. Human Rogue 3/4 whenever you commit a crime. Is that committing a... Wait, what? You pay... Oh, pay 1. No. Oh, yeah, no. That's way worse. Because you're not getting it right away. So not only do I have to jump through the first hoop of... I don't just have to play her. I have to play her and play another spell and pay 1. That's 3 hoops instead of 1. You know what I mean? Corpse Appraiser, I go through 1 hoop. I pay 3 mana. I play Corpse Appraiser. That's it. It does everything else. I don't have to do anything else, right? I mean, the only setup involved is maybe having creatures die, but against most decks in Standard, that's a good thing. But having an activated ability where I have to pay an extra one, so that's 4 mana, plus I need another card. 4 mana and 2 cards versus just 1 card. You know what I mean? Don't you? Committing a crime? Whenever you commit a crime, you pay 1. If you do, yada yada. Whenever you commit a crime. So how are you committing a crime? She doesn't commit a crime when she ETBs, right? Or am I getting the wrong one? Is that not the one? It said... Here, I'll look it up. It says whenever you commit a crime. Let me actually look up the card here. Marchesa. This guy, yeah. Whenever you commit a crime. Yeah, so it doesn't do anything when it ETBs. You have to play another spell, use another ability. You have to jump through another hoop before she does anything. But then she triggers. Then you have to jump through another hoop and pay 1. That's not what I want. I just want to do this and immediately put cards in my graveyard and put 1 in my hand so that I can potentially, you know, pull back a Hidetsugu Kairi and just win the game. This does it all for 3 mana and 1 hoop. This takes 3 hoops, 2 cards, and 4 mana. Right? I mean, think about it. That's what it is. That's when you break it down to it like an actual equation. That's what it is. You're paying 4 mana and 2 cards to do that thing. Or some other ability, like then, but then you have to play Unlicensed Hearse or some other way to trigger crime. Like you're gonna have to make your mana base worse and play those pinging lands or something, right? Right, but that sadly, you know, Magic, competitive Magic at the highest levels, doesn't have time for that shit. I mean, look at the modern Pro Tour. The best cards are the cheapest cards, and they just keep making better and better cards that are cheap. Just look at Nadu. 3 mana, boom. It does everything. It just does it all. All you need to do is play other cards that you're already playing in your deck, like creatures. But I guess Shuko's the big combo card. But, you know, I don't know. I guess for me, like, this is just too much mana. 4 mana, and I have to do multiple, like, it's multiple hoops, means at every hoop, at every layer there's a chance for your opponent to break it up, right? Well, I guess, hold on. So you play her, they can obviously counter it or whatever, but once she's in play, just like Corpse Appraiser, up until that point it's the same, but after that, Corpse Appraiser immediately triggers and does the thing. The only way they can stop you is having some sort of graveyard hate or something. But this, you go to put the spell on the stack, she triggers, that'll still resolve even if she dies, so even if they do kill her there, you could still pay the 1 and resolve the trigger, I suppose, so you'll get it no matter what, right? She also doesn't dig quite as deep, but yeah, and she's legendary. Add to the fact that she's legendary, and it's not even close. You never play her over Corpse Appraiser, not a chance. But that's a good suggestion. That's the kind of thing that I never thought about, but the comparison is apt, right? Because they're both the exact same casting cost. So on surface, you're like, oh, these are the same, but she's just like a legendary that's better because you can reuse her. But then you start going over the lists of cons there. You have way more hoops to jump through. You require other cards for her to trigger. She's more expensive, and the fact that she's legendary means you draw multiples and it's very awkward. Corpse Appraiser, I just keep slamming it, right? She's a bit of a lightning rod. I think people would probably try and kill her if she was in play, but I think you want the 3 mana card there. It just does it for 3 mana, and that's it. It's straightforward. It just does exactly the thing. You don't have to pay extra mana. You don't have to, you know, play another card to trigger it or whatever. Like, it's so much easier to just do the thing. I think it's always going to be better. I'm going to keep this. Yeah, it's there's so much going on in a game of Magic. I think, and especially again with power creep and the level of cards, like, you know, your opponents, that's even in standard, a very small format, not like modern or one of these other formats. Even in this format, hold on. Blue-Eye Control. Oh, wait, what? It's Esper mid-range? Okay. Weird. Double Emperor? Oh, they must have drawn both. I think they only play 2. When I saw the Anchorage, I was thinking Blue-Eye Control, but then, yeah. Yeah. Punch. And I could bat number 2? Corpse Appraiser's not doing anything anytime soon. I think I am going to bat again here. It's a little weird, but I don't mind. Okay, they've got lands and an Emperor, sure. That should be easy to play around, but I need to find lands here. Corpse Appraiser, obviously, this is the one hoop that you have to jump through, is you have to have creatures die. Most decks by now will have had creatures die, but This deck, not so much. They have an Iganjo here. Okay, they top decked Iganjo. They get that back. That's good, actually, because they're going to go for the wedding announcement here, and I can no more lie, or 3 steps ahead it. Sadly, can't draw cards. That's what I really need to do with this, is pay 5, but... Oh, wait, what am I saying? I can't counter shit. All I can do is copy the bat. Awkward. Yeah, right. Double blue. Okie dokie. Yeah, Esper not having any creatures by this point is a little awkward, but... okay. I could copy my bat, take their second Emperor. It's kind of tempting. Or I could draw cards. I think I'm going to do this. Okay. No creatures is awkward here. Okay. They see the breach, now they're like, oh shit. Okay, so let's big score main phase here. I think I'm gonna discard the land. Is that crazy? Maybe it is Edict. It can kill an Emperor, though. Maybe it is Breach. But I'm gonna find a land, plus we're making treasure. Yeah, glad I discarded the land. Unfortunately, well, there is a deep cavern. Am I gonna go for this? I can untap into Breach next turn. I think I'm just gonna pass here. Yeah, if they tap out for me, then I'm just gonna Breach, and that should do it. Hashira, what's up? How you doing? Single blue Charlie, yeah, it took me a second, but I got there. Okay, yeah. 6, 7, yeah, so I'm just gonna Edict in response, right? Oh, okay. Oh, you lucky bitch. Wow, that is very lucky. Yeah. Because there's no spot here where I can Edict to get back my Breach. Really? Okay, that doesn't make any sense. Okay. Because I can't do it in response. Yeah. There's no spot where I can punish them there. That's pretty good. I mean, let's Corpse Appraise first. I might be able to find an actual removal spell for the bat or something, but I get another bat. Or, sorry, this is Exile. What am I saying? Exile their bat. Ugh. Okay. Children's pretty tough to deal with. They have a Wandering Emperor and they're top decking here. And they have to be very careful. If Bat dies, I get my Breach back. Games were good, dude. I was out of town the whole weekend, so they were great. I got to be in a nice, relaxing, beautiful area. Neo loves it there. There are stairs, so he gets to actually go up and down stairs, which is pretty amazing. Doing some cleaning, nice. Yeah, that's what we had to do when we came back. Christmas, what's up? How was your Canada day-long weekend? I don't know if you even... Wait, yeah, you're American Christmas, right? I think, if I recall. I could copy Corpse Appraiser here, but we have a bat I could eat. I could draw 2. Could copy Corpse Appraiser, it's pretty nice. I think I'm going to pass. Let's just let Sheoldred do its thing here. Nice. Yeah, tomorrow's July 4th. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Yeah, you guys have yours right after us. It's like the same. Yours is the one weekend usually after us. So we just had ours, but it was rainy and stuff, so there weren't a ton of fireworks, but that's fine. Whoa, that dog is very distracting. That thing just zip around the screen? Sure. Mm-hmm. No blocks. Okay. Very tempted to copy the Appraiser here. Okay, not bad. Exile that. We'll do the top 3. Ooh, and there's a push-pull and a go for the throat. I just have to go for the throat that Deep Cavern Bat, I think, and we win. But push-pull is absolutely ridiculous. Hold up. So I could take... Oh, that's so tough. 2 of them go to the yard. Oh, man. I don't know. I maybe it's just push-pull there. It's basically the same thing, I think. I'm just going to kill the bat here. Combat. I think it's Hidetsugu Kairi. And then go for the throat. Shouldered's turned off, but I don't really give a shit about the life. We're at 23. Okay, let's put Shouldered. Bitter Triumph? Cut down pretty bad here. I'll put Bitter Triumph on the top, so we have at least something to cast with Hidetsugu if they kill it. And I should kill this now? The Deep Cavern? I could kill my own Hidetsugu, which is pretty insane. Pass the turn. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't let them... I shouldn't let them draw, right? Well, oh, this is tough. This is tough. Because the bat... Oh, they draw land. Like, if they drew a counter spell or something there, it would be devastating for me, but this is game 1. They're not going to have too many, and yeah, if I kill the bat on upkeep, they can just Takenuma it back, right? Yeah, they're desperately looking for something here. They find a Rafine. I can cut that down after this, which is nice. I'm assuming they're going to put it on the bat, but you never know. Let them go to combat and put the trigger on the stack at least. Then I can decide if I want to kill the thing they're targeting or just kill the bat. The bat just gets eaten by Hidetsugu here, though. So they kind of have to put it on the bat. Okay. Kill the bat, untap, draw Bitter Triumph. Breach? Yeah. Let's discard. Cut down. Pay the ward. Combat. Big swings. Should I replay Shouldered here? Nah. Could replay a new Shouldered to start getting the triggers, but I think we're okay here. Sorry, let me catch up. Too bad it's not a Friday this year. Yeah, right. Wait, what? They don't give you the extra in-between day off? What? They make you come back. What the fuck? The new standard, yeah, that's sweet, Strosity. The foundation set, they called it. I mean, when they said they were doing away with core set, I was like, oh, okay. I'm like I guess it costs them money, and it's not exactly a money maker, right? It's not it was never an exciting set that people were like crazy about buying. Whenever they did try and squeeze in something that was really powerful, it ended up just becoming way too dominant, like Thragtusk or whatever, right? Or the Origins Planeswalkers, or like little Jace and stuff. We've got a Breach here. Maybe I should just jam Breach. Feels pretty good. I'm gonna go for it. We have 21 to their 30. I'll get one of these. Ooh, Mastermind's nice, but I'll just take Emperor. Raise their Rafine. Find another piece of action here. I would like one of those, thank you. Okay. Let's pump. What? Corpse Appraiser? Pump the bat. It's 3-turn clock. I could swing with the guys on the ground, but there's just no point. Sure. Okay, now they can kill my Hidetsugu. They're gonna have to do that, I think, with their Wandering Emperor. Okie dokie. Around and around we go. I have another one. 18 in my yard, or in my deck. Have to keep track of that. Ooh, get to attack the Emperor here. Not bad. Okay. Sure. So let's go. I could replay Sholdred here as well, just to get the extra life. I don't think I need to, though, right? Just jam another Hidetsugu. Torf, what's up? Mono blue action, no. Mono blue, no. Those days are done. Oh, hi there. Okay, so is Hidetsugu going to be dying this turn? I can't kill it myself the turn after. Are they gonna kill it? I don't think they'll be able to kill it. I mean, I can just cast this the turn after, though, right? So let's put, like, this and this on top. We'll leave the Singularity first. I could get really tricky here and put the Singularity second, but I can also Soken Zen X's 2. Is there a chance in hell? Yeah, let's go to combat here. Okay. I'm leaving up Soken Zen here to block. Great. I'll trade with 4, yeah. Okay, could Otawara it back to my hand, but I want to leave up the blockers for Soken Zen. Sure, no Death Touch, so I can only trade with... I just want to trade with as many bodies as possible there. Can still Soken Zen here for 3. So I have a Legendary, so I feel pretty good. Cut down Rafine. Yeah, it was wedding announcement. Yeah, wedding festivities, yeah. Reprinted in Foundations, Chunky? No. But okay, so yeah, getting back to that, I think it's good. I think we need that for the health of Standard. So, for example, when they described what it's going to be, they put, you know, what do they have on there? There's Day of Judgment coming back, right? And Llanowar Elves is a crazy one, like, ugh. And there's people, of course, who are excited about Llanowar Elves, but I think most serious players, most competitive players, do not want Llanowar Elves in the format. Whenever Llanowar Elves is in the format, green is by far the strongest color in the format because of Llanowar Elves. And when there's no Llanowar Elves, green struggles. They just have to make green a bit better. Like, Llanowar Elves is just too easy. It's too broken. Like, you're not supposed to have extra mana that early. That's why the Moxes are busted, and Soul Ring, and Mana Crypt, and, you know, that's why those are the best cards in Vintage Cube. Okay. I don't like Llanowar Elves, and I don't think they should put it back in. Make better versions of Llanowar Elves like we've already seen, you know? I think that would be much better, but... Are they going to swing here? I have Explosive Singularity on top. Okay, I'm going to do this anyway. Combat. I'ma do this. 1, 2. Bonk. Does that work? They did top deck a card here. Did they top deck a counter spell? Oh, cut down. Okay. I was gonna say, what? Okay, GG. Let's go to the next game. God. A tapped elf with a stun counter? That would be interesting, Marathon. Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, sure. Something like that. Baru, how you doing, buddy? Land War Elves doesn't like me either. Probably not. But I think if Land War Elves was being objective, Land War Elves would look in the mirror and say, you're too good. You know you're too good. You shouldn't cost 1. It's not right. It's not right. You know, like if Land War Elves was being honest. What am I going to bring in here? We've got Esper again. Lithomantic comes in. I think Cover Up's good. Long Goodbye is great. And then, I don't know, I was debating bringing in the Gorger. Singularity's not going to work. They're going to bring in stuff like Negate. So I was cutting the big expensive instants and sorceries. Like, Cut Down's good. Maybe 3 steps is kind of awkward. I don't want a double blue card. Look at this deck. We shouldn't even be playing... I guess Hidetsugu is a double blue card, but it's a very late game card. I'm never having cancel up on turn 3. Or very infrequently. I don't even know. Maybe I am. And then I'll cut 1 Breach. I think Push Pull is still amazing. It is just a removal spell, right? Yeah. Ram should cost 2. Yeah. So I don't know. Anyway, where do you land on this scale where it's good but not broken? Like, is Mind Stone kind of too good? I don't think so. Look, we have Iron Crag, right? We have an untapped 2 mana rock in standard. It makes colorless, fair enough. Like, maybe if it made every color, it would be too good. Maybe if it just made 1 color, it would be too good. Like Land War Elves, you know? Land War Elves being 1 mana, 1 color is still just too good. I mean, even if Land War Elves made colorless, that would be maybe a little bit more interesting, but I think it's probably still too good. That is just too cheap for mana ramp. Anyway, we'll see. I mean, even Rampant Growth, Farseek, those kind of cards I think they did away with, because when those kind of cards were legal in Standard, again, they dominated Standard. They were the backbone of some of the best decks in the format. And, you know, they were green-based decks, of course, which is fine. Like, I have nothing against green. I just have something against, you know, kind of too broken stuff. Like, that's what ruins the format. Like, look at all the green cards that have been banned in the last 5 years. Oko and Omnath, and I mean, they are gold cards, that's fair, but even things like, you know, Nykthos, you have to be super careful with, because who's going to abuse that? Mono green. I mean, in Standard we had mono blue and mono black, that's true, but that was more because Thoughtseize, Pack Rat, crazy black cards all existing at the same time. Am I going to keep this? I think this is pretty good. We only have 2 lands is a little awkward here. It's making me think again, but leading on red-black duel means I can cast either one of my 1-drops on turn 2, even if I only have this land to play. Take Cut Down, I presume. They know I can't bat here. Soul Ring and Foundations, yeah. So anyway, I love the idea of a foundational set that lasts for 5 years. This is another example of them building value into the format, right? It's saying, look, you can invest in Standard cards. They're not just going to go away next year. You know, that was the whole point of the whole 3-year rotation. It's not for us Arena players. It's for real life Magic players who don't want, you know, they don't want to lose value every time every time a rotation happens and all your cards, you know, become worthless. Like, it's happened to me many times, right? Or your card gets banned and your deck gets banned. That feels bad too. I had a buddy who quit playing after Saheeli Cat combo got banned in Standard. Now, you could argue that everybody knew that was going to get banned. That was so if you invested in that deck, like, you're kind of asking for it. But, you know, this is the problem. Magic, I could list half a dozen decks in Modern right now that problem is what they're facing. Like, if you go out and build Nadu deck today and buy a bunch of cards for that, you're probably gonna have a bad time, right? I mean, the writing's on the wall. Quay, what's up? Explorer? No, because Explorer's fine. It's just Explorer's not an actual format yet. Like, there's no reason to care about Explorer because there are no Explorer tournaments. There are Pioneer tournaments. There's a Pioneer RCQ season. LGSs have Pioneer events, but there are, like, name an Explorer tournament that's happened recently. Like, sometimes they'll force people to play it for the qualifier play in for like 2 days. That's it, right? Yeah, I will block here. I do have Corpse Appraisers in my deck. I would like to draw land. That would be super duper. Okay, Dennick's pretty good against me. God damn it. Play another one of these. No, it's not a bad format, Jiggly. Don't say that. Be honest. These are the facts. I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm just saying the facts about the format. It's a format that doesn't really matter right now because it's not relevant to actual sanctioned play, competitive play. Maybe someday it will, you know. And when that happens, then great. I want that day to be today. I want that day to be yesterday. But we can't. So I know they have no more lies here. Am I just gonna hit the Den? They have to counter this, basically, right? Yeah, good. And let's hit TB here. Tizzle Bizzle. If I hit Dennick, then I can... If I rip Corpse Appraiser, I can play the Corpse Appraiser. It's pretty nice, right? Let's hit this guy. Okay. Get some treats for Neo. You got it. Hold up. I'll be right there. Thorent, what's up? Standard, well, Standard number one. Standard is the only format on Arena that you can take those skills and that practice and everything you've put into that deck and translate it to real life and actually try and play in an RCQ someday or whatever. Play in your local FNM. That's your first step to competitive play. Just go down to, it's super casual and it happens every week, and a lot of times it's Standard or, you know, Modern and things like that, or they don't usually do for FNMs, but that kind of got flipped on its head when the pandemic happened. Anyway, hold on. I've got to get treats too here. So I guess we're just going to push this guy now. Really would love to find a land. Let me get a treat for Neo. What do we got? Oh, you don't say. Oh, they top-ticked wedding announcement. Well, Shelly's not bad, but that 1/1 can still get through, really, because yeah. Which set? It's in Foundations, Baru. The new core set they're gonna bring back. I just can't really play a mill deck except an explorer. Yeah, Thorant, exactly. I wish all the archetypes were viable in every format, but the sad reality is just Magic's got too many archetypes, so they just can't make them all be good. Neo, Pappy bought you treats, bud. Sit. Sit. Hey. Sit. Go to your house. Good boy. These are new ones. Check this out. Okay, hold on. What are the odds they top deck to counterspell? I mean, I've got to do this. Yeah. No more lies one time. Off the top, really? Okay, good. Oof. No lands. Still, we can blow up that Den. I should do that now. No, I'm gonna take it. Pass. Okay, bud, you want that? Look at this. He's got new ones. They upgraded them. Look, they actually look kind of like real sausage. Look at that. They're cracking a clue, by the way. No big deal. That's delish, bud. Oh, look at that. Yummy, yummy. Oh, enjoying it. One bite at a time. Good boy. He's got fine tastes. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Drecky! Thank you for the follow, buddy. I appreciate you. Neo appreciates you.
Welcome to the squadron, Drek. You are awesome.
Anyway, we got some new ones for him, and as usual, when... hair in my mouth, though. Hair is a condiment in my house. Let me, I got that from a buddy of mine that I miss playing with. No limits. Anyway, Steamworks flagship IPA. When he gets a treat, I get a treat. Steamworks is really good. I usually have a lot of Parallel 49 stuff on the channel, but their flagship hazy IPA, this company, they're from up here in Canada. It's what is it? 5.7? Says down here. Focus. 6.7, big beer. Okay. Sorry, buddy. Apologies. Yes, attack me. Okay, so I don't think I block here. No blocks, that's correct. Love me a hazy. Ooh, a little rude, not gonna lie. Little bit rude to top deck that. Okay. But I've got 2 Hidetsugus, so I think I'll be okay. Hidetsugu drawing me 3 cards gains me 6 life here. They need to know more lies, basically. Cheers, everybody. Hopefully you had a great Canada Day long weekend. And to my American friends, happy penultimate 4th of July. It's almost 4th of July. Happy pre-4th. Don't blow your fingers off with fireworks, kids. Okay? Safety first. Ah, delicious. It's a breach. If I slam Hidetsugu, I think I'm gonna get it countered here. I'm gonna go for it. Got a bad feeling right now. Real bad feeling. Yeah. I think I needed to appraise first, but that's okay. No attacks. I was gonna appraise there too and play around No More Lies, but pretty lucky. They only have 2 in the main deck, so unfortunate. They can kill Sholdred. I don't care. I'm gonna block. Might draw a Wrath. A treat agreement, you say? Yes, it's a treat contract. It's binding, and it's for life. So it's just I don't make the rules. Independence Day. Yeah, right. Treats again, Jiggly? I just gave him one. I can't give him another one. I can't give him give me like at least a few minutes here. Okay, let's get this back. Oh, whoops, oops. Oh, I clicked the wrong removal spell on the wrong guy. Oh, that's me fucking up. Oops. In my head, I'm like blabbing about blah, 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 and then I was like, I'm gonna shoulder its Edict one and Lithomantic Barrage the other one, and just clicked the wrong card on the wrong guy. Neo, I'm sorry, but I'm being so loud. I know. He hates when that's why he doesn't like being in here, because I'm always going, oh, blah, blah, and making big noises and gestures, and whoops. It's a treat combo. It's a combo breaker. Yeah, I deserve to lose this one. Let's just go to game number 3. Whoops, misclicks. What do you think is the best BO1 standard deck right now? That's a good question. I think it's probably... there is no number 1. It changes based on what the other decks in the room are. So if right now I think there's a large portion of the standard metagame at any given tournament is going to be aggro. It's going to be Mono Red, Gruul, or Boros. Or, you know, mostly Boros and Gruul, I think, are the number 1 kind of... the biggest portion of the metagame when you put them together. I think Blue-White Control is in the conversation for the best deck, but it depends on how it's built. For example, if you're expecting a metagame where a lot of the decks are going to be aggro, you should be playing 3 Lockdown in the main deck. A lot of Blue-White decks aren't still, or you should be playing more than a couple Tidebinders. I think playing 2 or 3 Tidebinders. So if the deck is built right, Blue-White Control could be the best deck any given weekend. I think picking one of those aggro decks is good, but I think it's too easy to hate out the aggro decks. I really like Dimir. I like Dimir Tempo or Dimir Aggro, whatever you want to call it. But Dimir, unfortunately, takes splash damage from the temporary lockdowns and all the hate people are bringing against aggro. Like Bant. Bant Toxic is another deck that I don't put in tier 1. But it's tier 1, but it's not like in the conversation for best deck in the format. Because it's... It takes too much splash damage when the control decks are playing 3 or 4 temporary lockdowns and everybody's got, you know, the black decks have Path of Peril and whatever else, right? So it's interesting. So I think, yeah, an aggro deck like Gruul or Boros, I think Blue-White Control, and I think the Temur Fireballs deck is a weird deck because it is one of the best decks, but because it's so fucking annoying to play online in digital Magic, I think... your chance of running into it at a high rate is low online. So again, depends on what the tournament metagame is. If you told me you were playing in an MTGO challenge, or if you were playing an arena, event or whatever, like the Pizza Box tournament, I would say, I bet you there's not going to be a ton of people who play Temur Fireballs. Some people will because they know it's one of the best decks, but a lot of people just they'd much rather play a proactive, solid aggro deck, right? I mean, it's straightforward to play. It gets the job done. It's effective. It has its downsides, but you only have 2 lands, huh? Whatever I take here, they can just kill. I take Go for the Throat. I can cut down their Bat and Barrage. Oh, they don't even have, what am I saying? Okay. So now I can go Bat, leave up Cut Down. I can take their Bat. Ooh, or their No More Lies. I've got the Barrage for the Ravine. And I've got the Cut Down for the Bat. I think I'm just going to take Wedding Announcement, actually. Pass. They're going to go Bat here unless they draw land. They only have 2 land. Put this Bat down. All right. So it's effect Fico. I wish I could tell you a good, easy, clean answer, but the reality is, like most questions regarding Magic, it depends. So it depends on the metagame you're expecting is the big answer, right? Let's say there was a Pro Tour coming. Let's say the Pro Tour that just happened was Standard instead of Modern. I wonder what they would have brought. It would be similar to the last Standard Pro Tour, I think, actually, right? So they draw another Bat, they take a Barrage. Wow, are you kidding me right now? Son of a bitch. Go. I drew 1 land so far. My opponent also a little stuck on land, but they've got Ravine now. Yeah. Yep. They're not going to discard a land, that's for sure. So, this thing's going to be a 2-2. I'm not going to trade 2 Bats for a Bat here, right? Come on, baby. Give me land. Or give me a removal spell, please. Okay, that works. That is huge. Oh, but I don't have red for the Lithomantic. Oh, God. Okay, I just have to kill this. Ward! We don't pay no ward! Alright, slap. Okay. Foundations will be lethal. Yeah, so it's a 5-year format, and I guess it makes sense. Foundations. It's made to be the foundation of Standard that doesn't rotate, so players know that they can invest in certain archetypes and certain decks, and they aren't going anywhere. I think that's really good. Okay, if I push pull here, they counter it. Maybe... Yeah, I want them to counter this. Just get it out of their hand. They discarded D-Stroke? Yeah. Okay. Okay, thank you. If you make it specific, then I can give you a better answer. So, yeah, if you're grinding to Mythic on the arena ladder, ooh, that's a good question. Okay, honestly, I would just play something aggressive. I would play probably Gruul. Gruul aggro is very powerful and has a very good game against several of the other top decks like Blue-White Control. I think Boros, even though they have such an insane nut draw, like the turn 3 draw with the explosive thing that makes 3 tokens, whatever it's called, the 1 red mana sorcery, you know what I mean? They have these explosive draws. Gruul can do it too, but I feel like Gruul just is so much more resilient because they're playing this Delver, like Protect the Queen style game where they've got any number of 1 mana tricks to give hexproof, those kind of things, and that just really pushes it over the top. There's also some really good tricks that you can give double strike with. So I think Gruul is in a really good spot right now. I think that's probably your best bet, because again, when you're talking grinding the ladder. Okay, now there's a new factor that enters because we're talking about ladder grind. It's time, right? If you want to grind ladder, you've got to do it as effectively as you can. So time is more important than everything else. So you are maximizing your time. You're trying to use your time to get in as many games as possible. Like all of those reasons behoove you to play, I prefer best of 3, but hey, if you're all about the grind, then it should just be best of 1 aggro. I would recommend Gruul. And, you know, you're going to run into some decks that are going to be tough to beat randomly. They might have life gain or some other goofy stuff. You are talking arena ladder here, but for the most part, you should smash a lot of decks. Really? Why can't I draw a land? We're still at 20 life. I drew 1 land the entire game, and it's like turn 8. My opponent got a little mana screwed as well. I'm just going to put a bunch of things in the air and keep swinging. I need to kill this Rafine before they pump it. Uh-oh. I shouldn't have played the bat. But yeah, well, are there any Hidetsugu? There are Hidetsugu. Are there any land? I'm 50-50. I've been 50-50 to draw land for like the last 5 draws. I'm gonna block this idiot. Broken Shuffler, yeah. It'd be inefficient to come into your room for just 1 treat. Oh yeah, Jiggly. Okay, sorry. Yeah, you're right. I've got to give him. They top decked. God damn it. Okay, well I can hit Rafine with this at least. Please, but now they've got an Aclazot, so that's not really gonna help me. Okay, stay, bud. You stay there. Okay, I got him a different treat. What to discard? Decisions, huh? This is a different one. It's from the same company, but just look at it. Look at this compared to the last one I showed you. It's hard, too. You hear that? It's hard. Look at that. It doesn't look chewy or anything. It's chicken. Oh, there you go, bud. He's hesitating. He's like, is that like the McDonald's of dog food? You don't even love me, do you? I'm like, Neo, what? My grandma bought this. My parents bought it for him. Nope. Still just gonna die over here. Still 53% to hit land now. I think I missed about 6 or 7 coin flips in a row. I'm basically the unluckiest person on the entire planet. What? People in Sudan or God, Afghanistan or God, there's too many places. I can't start listing places where I feel sorry for where people live. We're very lucky. Everybody in here is lucky. If you're able to sit down and watch somebody stream, whether you're at work or at home or whatever, I'm so happy to see a lot of my friends, my cousins and stuff. They have kids now, brand new babies. We're gonna go see them in a week. I'm gonna go to Calgary to see my newest additions to the family. Fallen, how you doing? Needs more Hitsugu, yeah. And my cousins, they're both guys, married to, you know, really nice women who married into the family, whatever. The point is, they work from home. And it's awesome to see that, you know. My dad never got to where my grandma took care of me basically until I was old enough to go to school. I couldn't speak English until I hit kindergarten age because she spoke Portuguese around the house, and now I can't speak Portuguese. It's weird. Yep. All the Hitotsugus. Can't be unlucky with an IPA in hand. Yeah, it's easy to forget that, you know, because life can be hard, and I don't mean to like downplay anybody's lives out there who are maybe going through some shit. Like, it sucks, but it's during those times when life is hard that you have to have perspective and try and like pull yourself back and go, you know what though? Like, this fucking sucks. I lost my job. Something horrible happened in my family. Whatever it is, but look at all the I have good things in my life. You know, like, this isn't the end of the world. Like, it feels bad now, but time will make things better. It will get better, you know. Anyway, I have a friend going through some shit right now, and yeah, he's saying some dark stuff. Just pull this. If you ever hear anybody talk about stuff like that, you have to take it very seriously, you know what I mean? This sucks. Yeah, I lose. Okay. A good game, I guess. Mana screwed right out of game 3. I misclicked in game 2, so I blame myself for that loss, but it's unfortunate. What do I drink? I drink just about everything, but I find these days I have a little bit more discerning taste. When you get to about, you know, your 30s and you have a little bit more disposable income and you're like, I stopped drinking more of the cheap stuff. I like the good stuff. But I mean, even there's some cheaper stuff that's still very good, you know, like this isn't super expensive beer or anything, but I'm partial to these kind of craft beers. This is Steamworks that I'm sipping on now. I'm gonna have a big one tomorrow. Tomorrow's casino day already, and we're gonna do some we're gonna have a big beer. Okay, I'm trying to get up to. Do I have any more dailies? Yeah, I've got a couple more matches, and we should have enough money to enter an event. And then I'm gonna be. I'll jam an event here for us. On the throne, yeah. Shuffler likes bat over ogre over land. Nice. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, Gruul aggro is what I would say to answer your question way back when. Even though I don't know, for me, I play so much. I play what I like. Like I don't think this deck is a tier 1 deck, but hey, it got top 8 in a 70-something player tournament. Yeah, you know what? Let's see. Let's just see. You know, I don't mind doing this. I don't really care about grinding to Mythic because I just play so much that I end up getting there kind of automatically. The only seasons or the times that I don't get Mythic is because I'm playing a bunch of Limited. Like this past one, I don't think I got to Mythic because I played so much Modern Horizons. All right. I will keep. It's acceptable. Like, Cut Down is a weird card. It's very good, obviously, but only against certain decks. Like, if I'm playing against Blue-White Control. This is no bueno. Still gonna jam it. I've been playing against nothing but Esper decks today. And this is Blue-White Control. Shit. 2 Field of Ruins. Huh. What if I take Deduce here? Is that crazy? That's stupid. Yeah. Well, double cut down now feels very bad. Push pull should be interesting. It's expensive though, that's the problem, and clunky. I'm gonna Soken Zen next turn and start punching. I've got their temp lockdown, so I mean they could just get lost my bat and then temp lock down the tokens. We found a land. Oh no. Okay. Let's see what happens. Yep. Uh-oh. Flip-flops are not a shoe I particularly enjoyed wearing. I'm just gonna cycle this. I have a lot of buddies over the years, especially I traveled, you know, I love going to tropical countries. We would go to places that are, you know, beautiful and have beaches and everything, and they would be wearing flip-flops. I'm like, I hate them. I can't. I hate them. They feel so uncomfortable. I don't know how anybody could wear them. But I like sandals that are like a strap or something, but flip-flops. And I remember I had a buddy who would wear flip-flops straight until like there was snow on the ground. Like he wasn't gonna be trading in his flip-flops early, kind of thing. And it's bad again here. And we'd be out somewhere, and his flip-flop would break. Like, the flimsy little fucking strap would break. I'm not talking like somebody who, I don't know, are there nice flip-flops? They're always just cheap-ass flip-flops. There's no such thing as, like, a nice flip-flop. I mean, maybe they sell them to some like, rich people. Does Gucci make a flip-flop? I don't know. But my friends would have the cheap ones, and they would just break in public, and then they'd be like, oh, fuck. I can't walk around like this. I'm like, but you're basically walking around like that already anyway. You're basically fucking barefoot. Just go for it. Okay, they deduce. But the bar wouldn't let you in with no shoes. So they would have to randomly go find like a corner store that maybe had some cheap-ass flip-flops, and then the cycle continues. Yes. Well, they gave me a target for my Cut downs. Sure. Rather them counter that than my Sokenzen here. Oh, this is awkward. Do I cut this down now? If I let them have Emperor, then they can just get around my cut down. If I attack here, they have to... Yeah, let's attack. Okay. I'm going to let them have Emperor kill this if they play it on their turn. I'm fine with that. Yeah, they're not going to do it. Okay. I mean, I'll swing with the bat with no cargo. Am I going to cycle this? God. Push-pull is ass against them. I love that they're playing a bunch of Tidebinder in the main, though. Let's pass. Okay. Still no Deluge. Very interesting. I can't No More Lies, so I'm not sure what they're playing around here, but let's cycle this end step. That's what I'm after. Ooh. Okay, screw Sokenzen. We need that land. Hold up. Let's go to combat. I'm going to swing with Bat first. And what about Paper MTG? Sadly, I don't play... I used to play a ton. That's when I played more competitively. It was back when I lived in Asia. I had a big collection over there. But when I moved back to Canada, I got rid of most of it. I kept a Pioneer deck, a Standard deck from around Throne of Eldraine Standard. That was the last time I was playing competitive Paper Standard. And that's it. And Commander deck and, you know, Pauper and stuff. That's it. So... no, I haven't played paper competitive Magic in a long time, even though I follow all the results. I mean, I've been streaming full time for like 3 years now, so that's that. I play all my Magic online. Like, there's just I don't have time to really go to the store every week, and it sucks because of the community. You know, I lost my community. You know what I mean, X? That's the best part about Magic is the gathering, the people. I mean, you saw it on full display this past weekend at the Pro Tour when that announcement about Kai happened, and the whole Magic community and players who weren't even born when he was crushing Pro Tours know him, and everybody's just like, this game would not be what it is without people like that. You know, that is the game, the people who make it, who not just print the cards, but who play it, who create content for it, and love it, you know, and run events and become judges, and like all those people who do it out of their own free time. It's amazing to me, but this is a tough one. I think I'm going to take the land here. As soon as I show them push-pull, the jig is up. They have 4 unknown cards. I know they're sitting on at least 2 counter spells here. I'm going to go for Takenuma. Okay, let's pass. If opponent goes... They only have 2 blue sources, so if they go for Deluge or anything here... I mean, there's no point in floating this. They're not going to let me do anything here, but... Yep. Okay, they fucked up. They should not have done that. I didn't think they were going to be that dumb. Ditch the cut down. Beauty. There goes our card draw and our ramp. That was clutch. Okay. No creatures in our yard. They are obviously going to have no creatures if they're... This is why, you know, blue-white control really should play no creatures. The only reason you're playing this is just... It's so good. It's a sideboard card that you bring in every matchup. So it's almost like... Why aren't we playing this in the main deck? You know, now blue-white is actually playing 2 or 3 in the main deck, which is correct for sure. That card's so good. But I miss Paper Magic. I miss it, and I don't have a crew here. So you know, I've been to the shop. I've been to the big, you know, shop here. Okay, Farewell's a good one. But when I go to the shop, it's like I don't know anybody, so it feels like I'm just, you know, everybody else is kind of there, and I know I could make friends and all that stuff, but I'm 43 now. You know what I mean? Locke knows what I'm saying. It's hard to make friends. I don't care as much as I did, you know, when I was younger. So when I was like 20.
Locke, thank you for the follow, buddy. You are awesome.
Appreciate you. Yup. Okay, we pass with Takanunu up. Not amazing. They have Mirax. Yeah, I guess you can't really get away with playing a lot of non-colored sources in this deck. Like, I don't think I could play Mirax, Field of Ruin, that kind of stuff. No way. Not even one. Ekanuma? Question mark? I don't know. Great. That is fantastic. Okay, we lose. These days I also have no time. Yeah. That's great. Yeah, hey, Commander's awesome. 33, yeah. Yeah, I know. And yeah, there's less and less time, which is fine, but you know, your time becomes more valuable too as you get older, right? So not only do you have less of it, but it's also worth more. So it becomes, you've really got to partition your time and say like, yeah, what do I really want to be spending my time on? Like, this is why I tend to be more of an asshole the older I get, and how people in general tend to be more conservative and set in their ways. And, you know, we all know this stereotype about old people, but it really is true, because you just, like, things before that I would let slide, that I'm just like, yeah, whatever, like, so-and-so said this. Now, you know, I had a buddy come visit me, one of my old business partners from South Korea. He came to visit me, or he came to visit his family and everything, but he was here for a day, and we had lunch, and he was saying, he was asking me why I wasn't friends with another guy that we used to be friends with back in the day, who lives here, who lives in just outside of Vancouver. And I said, oh, he's an asshole. He's a racist asshole. He said something. He's basically an outspoken racist. And when I called him out on it at a barbecue with, like, there were other people there, he doubled down and was like, yeah, I know it's bad, but that's how I feel, and blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, all right, well, that person's out of my life. I don't have time. And I think about, I knew people in my 20s when I was like 18 in university, whatever. There were people who said stupid shit. And I was much more likely to just let it slide back then. Hell, I said a lot of stupid shit. I said lots of stupid shit. The kind of shit, you know, you just, you could lie awake at night and be like, God, that time I said this in front of, like, people, and what the fuck was I thinking? Well, you were a fucking idiot. I was. I still am in many ways, right? But yeah, I basically said I don't want to waste my time. I don't want to be friends with shitty people. Basically, I don't want to waste my time. You know, oh, they're like that when they're drunk, or oh, they're, you know how they are. They're, you know, people making fucking excuses, and it's like, no, I just don't. I don't know. It's so much easier to just go, boof, get the fuck out of my life. You know, I'm done. What is the old expression? Like, if you lend someone $20 and then they disappear and never pay you back, it was probably worth paying $20 to not have that piece of shit person in your life. That's the way you should look at stuff like that. That's really how I think I view it. Oh boy. Shit's ugly. All right. We're going to 8 poison. Yep. Losing to a colorless land. Does not feel good. Anyway, so when I explained that to him, he's like, yeah, I get it. And that was it. You know. But, just how it is. Alright, here we go. Show me. I mean, I think a lot of people are very mask off right now, too. I think a lot of stuff that people wouldn't have said out loud 10 or 20 years or 30 years ago, they just don't give a shit anymore. Like, they're emboldened in a lot of ways by social media, the internet, knowing other people out there who are just as shitty as them and hold shitty ideologies or beliefs or whatever. It's like empowering for, I think, people to know that. Whereas before, I think they were more socially isolated and couldn't... Okay, hold on. There's still a chance here. I am playing a combo deck. I mean, there's not a chance they don't have counter magic in their hand here, but no, I'm just dead, right? Can bring back a bat. Brutal. Okay. Pass. A bitter triumph the next token. Let's see what they do. Okay. Thank you for the lurk, Pappy. What's the best approach? Create solid sideboards. Oof. Well, okay, so I think the best thing to do, what I think makes sense, the most sense, and what other people have said to do, is to obviously have an idea in your mind of what you are trying to beat. In other words, what is the metagame? What is the most likely decks that you're going to face, and what are they weak against, right? That's one way to approach it. The other way to approach sideboarding is what is your deck weak against, and how can you shore up that weakness in your own deck, right? Okay. Interesting. There's no way I'm gonna combo off here, right? There's no way. They're just gonna hard counter this. I can pay for 2 No More Lies if that's what you have. Okay. 3? Wait, they already... No, that's all 4. Wow. Okay. There's no way. If they get lost Hidetsugu, they should do it with Hidetsugu on the stack, but they didn't do it. Oh my god. You're telling me there's a chance? There's Explosive Singularity on top. If they get lost Hidetsugu, they lose the game. I can block this token unless they kill Hidetsugu here. Oh. Do they not know how this works? They think they're gonna get lost and kill me. I'm gonna do... Oh, they can probably counter explode. No, but they don't... Well, they need a hard counter here, right? Oh, it's an exile effect. Okay, sure. So, like I said, those are the 2 approaches. So I think for most decks, you are taking approach number 1. You're saying, what are the other decks that are in the metagame? How am I going to beat that? So let's say my deck was weak to blue-white control. Well, I'd put a bunch of, duress and negates and all this. This is what this is for, right? Maybe even Memory Deluge here. But no, they are going to be... Wait, they're going to bring in Graveyard Hate against me, I think. Lithomantic kills Wandering Emperor, but that's not even that amazing. I'm going to take out Cut Down. Bitter Triumph hits Emperor. Go for the Throat can come out. Edict hits Emperor. Path can come out. Push is kind of shitty, but it does give me some kind of, you know, inevitability as well with Flesh Forger. If they do kill this early with something like a Get Lost or a Depop, then it comes back. I don't know if they're going to have that kind of stuff post-board, though. I would be actually surprised if they did. Corpse Appraiser is a little bit weaker here than it normally is because they don't play any creatures, which means if I'm not playing early creatures, like, this is not going to do very much. It is a beater. I don't mind just punching. It doesn't die to Temp Lockdown, so I guess I will play it. Like, they play 3 Tidebinders. They're probably going to go up to 4 Tidebinders post-board. Deluge? I feel like they're going to bring in Graveyard Hate against me. I don't know why. I could see cutting a couple of Corpse Appraiser for Deluge. Maybe I should. I think I will. Big Score is a liability here, but I'll find a window to resolve it. That's probably good. That's how I'm going to run it. I'm going to cut a couple Corpse Appraiser. I feel like it's... As a beater, it's okay, but we've got Flesh Gorger now on 3. I think I'm going to need Deluge. I don't know if they're going to bring any Graveyard Hate. Let's see. Probably want... Yeah, thank you, Binary. I do, but it depends if they bring in Graveyard Hate against me. They might, because they didn't see Appraiser, and they didn't see Breach, so maybe they won't, because they don't... But we are doing some graveyard shit here. We're playing a bunch of push-pull, right? Pull is straight up just a graveyard card, so people will bring in Hearse and stuff against you, or whatever they have. Rest in Peace, probably not Rest, but... I guess I'm gonna keep this. Turn 2 bad on the play. Yeah, I think you're right. I think the card, yeah, in the end, I do go with that. I agree with you. I think you just want the deluge. I don't care if they have graveyard hate, even just getting the first one off. Okay. I kind of like that they left this in. This is not a strong card against us, right? Okay. Maybe I should have taken No More Lies because I know I'm going to gorge flesh here, but... Yeah, maybe I should have done that, actually. I didn't think about that. And then who cares if they temp lock down my bat, right? Alright. We'll find a window. So yeah, Thorant, I think most decks will look at the other decks in the metagame and say which of these matchups are the really bad matchups for us, and then sideboard accordingly. Like Bant Toxic has no problem with things like Domain or Blue-White Control, maybe to a lesser extent, so they don't bring in cards against that. But against other aggro decks, they suffer. So they err on the side of, you know, whatever, more spot removal, whatever it is. Playing a little game of chicken now. So the other path that I was mentioning, where decks will sometimes say, "Hey, what is my deck bad against?" The only decks that want to do that approach B, are decks that are super linear, that are like combo decks. Like if I'm Ruby Storm in Modern, I'm not giving a shit what most of my opponents are doing, because that's not what my deck cares about. My deck doesn't give a shit what my opponent's decks are doing. My deck's gonna kill them. Hold on, let me see here. I'm gonna duress here. Let's lead with duress. So combo decks like Storm Combo or some like all-in combo deck, because they're generally just a ship passing in the night, they don't interact with their opponents. They basically say, "I'm doing this thing. Can you stop me?" If the answer is no, I win. Like that kind of thing, right? Okay, so I could negate fight over this. I think I'm fine with that, though. You know what? Duress took a hard counter out of their hand. Fine with that. Get to punch them again with the bat. And leave up my interaction here. Still patiently waiting for a window to resolve a Flesh Gorger. No land. Like that. Okay. No way. I know they can't go for Emperor here, because I know that they need to leave up No More Lies. Next turn, we've got the Gorger into No More Lies, pay for it. So they have to 2-for-1 themselves to deal with it, or I can just negate the second one. Or I guess no. What am I saying? I'll be tapped out. Okay. Let's see what they do with it first. I might just Edict this. Okay. Do it now while they're tapped out, obviously. Pass to them with the negate up still, and if they go for Emperor main, I can kill it. They're not racing me here on life, so I don't give a shit about the token. So yeah, combo deck with Hidetsugu and start playing BO3. Oh, nice, really? Okay, Thorand. Well, then you're in the right place. I'm playing this deck. I played this deck ages ago when, I think it was when this first came out. Lost Caverns, or whatever this is from. Or not Lost Caverns, what is that? Aftermath? Or no. Mom? Wilds of Eldraine? I can't remember what set that is. There's too many sets! Yeah, I'll punch you in the face. Is it time to gorge? Why do I feel like a sunfall is coming? Okay. Sunfall is coming, but if they tap out for Sunfall and we get to negate, untap, Hidetsugu, that's going to be huge. Huge, huge. Remember, this is 8 damage on the top, revealing from Hidetsugu. It's the combined mana cost. They lose 8, and then I get to cast Pull, and that oftentimes just wins the game. So if you're playing the combo deck, you've March. Oh, but they pay 3. If I negate this, they no more lies back. I can't pay. Yeah, okay, okay. Good beats. I'm not fighting over that. I'm not sure what I'm negating here, though. They're missing land drops. Are they going to Memory Deluge main phase? No. Okay, well now I can play Hidetsugu Kairi around No More Lies. They have a hard counter. I counter back. The only way I get punished here... Okay, let's attack with this first. Let's see if they're stupid enough to play an Emperor. No. Man, it's annoying because if they make us fight on our turn over Hidetsugu, then they untap, they Sunfall. They don't fight, then they untap and Sunfall, I'm in great shape, but if they have No More Lies and Sunfall, they're going to tap me out to make sure I can't interfere, right? I'm going to pass. I'm going to pass. Even though I can play Hidetsugu and pay for No More Lies, I feel like it's worse if I do that and then it gets Sunfall. They have to do something about Bat at some point here. Okay. Yeah, and not paid? And let it get exiled? Yeah, I mean, that's an option. That doesn't seem like a strong option to me either. Okay, 4, 8, 9, 10. So we're going up to 10 mana here. We go Hidetsugu, we have 5 up. I negate, and then they can't No More Lies by negate, so it has to be like a hard counter here. I think now I'm definitely going to Hidetsugu. Now that we have actual 10 mana, because I can negate and pay for No More Lies. So let's go for this. I should not let the auto-tapper fuck me here as well. I gotta be careful. It only left up 2 blue there. I should have left up 3, I think. What am I saying? I only have 4 blue. Never mind. I had to tap 2 blue. Whoops. Mana's not great in this Grixis deck. Jeez. Not as good as the, obviously, 2-color deck, but... Yeah, this is what I was hoping. They can't make me No More Lies this, so they need another hard counter here. If they have Sunfall, they're gonna let this... Or they're gonna make me tap out, and then they'll Sunfall, but... Then Hidetsugu's kind of like a 3-for-1, right? So I don't mind. But we'll see. Yeah, it gets exiled. That's what I'm trying to avoid. Wow, double hard counter. Okay, well, you know what? That's worth it, actually. That's fine, because A, it doesn't get exiled, which is huge. B, those are hard counters. I'll trade Hidetsugu for 2 3-steps ahead any day of the week against Blue-White Control. That's one of their best cards in their deck. There's the Mirex. A little too slow here, maybe, but we'll see. Now we have a real clock to think about. Damage is not how they're going to kill us, but that Mirex could be a problem. Oh, they're looking to dig for cards. So they have No More Lies. 2 hard counters. Oh, wow. And there's the Singularity. I mean, I've got to go for this. Yeah. I can pay for the No More Lies. How many hard counters did you have? There's only 2 left in their deck. Post-board, they'll probably side in D-Stroke and Negate, though, so they could have... Ooh. Oh, they have the Tidebinder, maybe? A lot of ways they can interfere with this, but... Yeah, Tidebind. Okay. That's fine, too. Oh, okay. I still get the Brainstorm here, and they had to discard a card? Wow. Okay, I'll take that, actually. Hey, thank you for the follow, Cephers. You know what's up.
Oh. You like to cast Explosive Singularity, do you? Welcome to the stream, friendo.
Alright, what am I gonna do here? It's Singularity. And Xander's on top, I believe. Come on, baby. Oh wait, what am I doing? The guy's gone already. Okay, let's big score. Never mind. Actually, let me think about this. Shauna's Tidebinder. I'm just drawing a land and a singularity. Okay, let's pass. I'm going to... Yeah, not much I could do there. What am I going to do here? They top deck a card. They're mapping up. Pulling a land. Okay. Are they going to activate the creature land again? No, they leave up their mana. That's telling. That means they have some kind of counter. I'm pretty sure Big Score baits the counter here, but I'm actually going to go for this. Let's see if they Tidebind this. I feel like they have a Tidebinder they're holding on to for dear life. No. Okay, deal. I don't know if this is correct. I just want to bait them into doing something. Activate that creature land. Just want them to spend their mana. The more mana they spend... Oh, yeah. Okay, that's not going to save them. Okay, they could still have a hard counter up here. I think I just go for the explosive, right? Sure. I'm gonna go for this. Let's see if they drew it. They can't Tidebind that. So it's got to be another hard counter or no more lies here. But they've spent a bunch. That's it, baby. Blue-white control goes down in game 2. They got a little stuck on lands. That's what killed them. They fell behind on mana, and that was it. They couldn't keep doing all the things, but nice. Thanks, Binary. Sloth, what's up? That's so much better than 3-2 counter your draw spell. Yeah, right, exactly. I mean, there's some, you know, I forgot how good Corpse Appraiser was. So when I'm playing with this card again, I'm like, God, this is an uncommon. It's so good. It's passive graveyard hate. It fills your graveyard. It's card advantage, basically, because it's a free 3-3. It's a 3-mana 3-3. Like, the stats are good, assuming you can cast it on 3. The only hoop you have to jump through is you got to be playing against people who play creatures, because this deck does not play a lot of creatures. But again, this is one of those calls, a metagame call, where if right now a lot of people are playing creatures, a lot of creatures in the format, green, black, and Esper, and of course all the aggro decks. So Corpse Appraiser always has food. Blue-white control is really where this guy gets a little bit weak. I don't want to change anything, right? Yeah, Planeswalkers. Yeah, let's just run it back. Yeah, thank you, Sloth. Sorry I missed the message there. I was trying not to lose. The control matchup is so tricky. I'm trying to track so many things. You've got to really pay attention to how much mana they have available at any given time. And then, of course, you know their counters, right? You know what they cost. You know it's mana leak. You know you got to play around pay 3 and blah, blah, blah. Okay.